That's right. Welcome in. Welcome back, folks. Well, what do we have here? Notre Dame recruiting starting to heat up. One of the very best players in the entire country, regardless of position, edge Rodney Dunham has verbally committed to the Irish this afternoon. Let's discuss what it means, what it doesn't mean, and what's going on heading into Blue and Gold weekend edition of the Always Irish Show. I'm telling you what. You want to create some vibes and some momentum heading into this spring game, and a spring that's been challenging and difficult and a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. Heating it up on the recruiting trail is a great way to do it. So there's a lot to go over. As always, thanks for being here. You can find the program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Yanni out as well. Notifications on. Hit the bell, and we'll treat you well, baby. I love rhyming, man. Orange and Kleenex. Only things I can't figure out. Twitter, search bar, Always Irish, or at Always Irish. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only, anywhere you want it. You can get it. Don't want to see my face. Nobody blames you. How do you think I feel? Call in lines 312-900-8815. Dial it up. Tell Uncle Johnny all you've heard and seen. Notre Dame Fighting Irish brought to you by SI. Read all about it. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former captain, leading tackler, Mike Goolsby and myself. What a weekend we got planned, baby. Friday, Mike's going to be doing the former player alumni thing event. He's going to have that going on. I'm going to have the Always Irish crew out and about on Eddy Street hanging around. Saturday morning, the tailgate. After the game, go over to linebacker with your linebacker, and we're going to talk Notre Dame spring ball, what we saw in blue and gold, live from the linebacker. I can't think of a better way to do all this before we enter the wilderness of those long summer months where you don't got nothing popping till August. Let's have ourselves a banger on the way out. Welcome in. It's great to be with you, and it's great to report Notre Dame's got momentum on the recruiting trail. Ebenezer ain't no geezer. And now Rodney Dunham have committed to the Irish in what? A span of a week? I got to tell you, that's a good little run at a position that's always something every school needs more of. Good defensive lineman, good edge rush, whatever you need. Everybody needs more, but I consider that a skill position almost, how valuable it is. And I know there was a lot of injuries. But if you allow yourself to think of the way that Ohio State game played out, and if you had some more depth there and weren't injured and had some more athletes there, maybe that game looks different. Maybe you get pressure on that third down and long that sealed the game for that. I don't know. I just know this is a huge need for every team every year. You can never have enough of these type of guys. And Ebenezer's one thing. Dunham's in a little bit of a different category. Jack Sullivan, Mike, and I looked at Dunham's film on Patreon, a few guys, and this guy is one of those guys that's a pure NFL talent, could be a 3 and NFL guy when his body fills out to where it's going to eventually fill out as he grows and develops, puts on muscle and weight and all that stuff. Al Washington takes heat often from a lot of this fan base. On my show, there's been these ebbs and flows of supporting Al or questioning, should this be better or whatever. Pretty good job here, man. Credit to all involved. Right now, I think On3 has him as the 19th best player of overall. Spit it out. Overall. Number 3 edge player, 5 stars on 247. They have him 14 overall. This is a really, really supreme athlete from the South. Love it. Notre Dame needs more of it, baby. Keep it coming. So this is great news, and I hear more good recruiting news is on the way. So let's keep it rolling into Blue and Gold weekend. This is a good little spark of energy with everybody heading to town. Should be great. I love the way this feels. So, couple things with this. Number 1, I got to be responsible. I got to hold myself to my own rule. Are you going to be able to hold on to this guy? Son of a buck. The better the player is that we get a verbal from, the higher level of flip alert I'm on. And it's nothing personal against any athlete or kid or their camp or entourage or agent or anything. It's just the business. It's just the business. So every time we get a good verbal, I'm going to bring this up as an issue. And it has nothing to do with me questioning the integrity of a kid or anything like that. I've had to wake up to the realities of this business. So the way it goes is the higher rated the guy is that verbals to us, the higher I'm more worried about them leaving in the 11th hour. Oh, John. I'm such an idiot for falling for this one. Oh, John, don't worry about Deuce leaving. Marcus and him have a father-son relationship. This is the real deal. If you say so. If you say so. So I'm not falling for that anymore. And it's a simple ratio. The better the guy, the more concerned I am of him getting stoled in the 11th minute. Can you hold on to him? This recruiting staff, how do I say this? You knew recruiting was going on in the transition of Chad leaving for the sunny shores and the wild parties of Hollywood. I don't want to know about it. You knew that recruiting was still going on, but you also knew that in many ways you were kind of treading water. The period of time of Chad leaving and then the guys under him leaving, flirting with Blanchard, and that didn't work out, and then getting Martin and all these other guys. In that whole period, you were kind of treading water. Yeah, the position coaches and Marcus were doing the best they could, but the large-scale operation wasn't in place yet because it physically couldn't be. Now that group's getting ingratiated and settled in, you're starting to see more happen. Awesome. Awesome. And I love, here's the other thing, man. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I'm trying to be a realistic Ronnie, bro. I love the defensive playmakers. Keep them coming. I'm not going to complain about that. Keep it going. You need to start landing offensive skill guys that we speak about the way Dunham's being spoken about. Like, I love it all what you're doing on defense or whatever, but it seems like most of the splash big guys we're getting are on the defense side of the ball lately. Not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, where is the receivers we're in the mix for that are top 20 overall in the whole class? Stuff like that. You need to get that cranked up. And it's like, John, you're being nitpicky or whatever. Yeah, you finished second in the country. You're pretty good in a lot of areas. And it's very obvious to me where you need to get better to not be second and be freaking first. I need a list of receivers that are top 20 in America that are looking at Notre Dame. It's justified to be nitpicky about things when you finish second. It means you're good enough in a lot of areas. Let's get over the hump on the offensive side of the ball, too. Now, what's interesting about this is, while the structure and the procedures and everything in that recruiting office were in flux, this guy was being recruited over a longer period of time, and Notre Dame's been on him a while before all the mega offers were coming in and before his rise up the rankings. My point with this is Notre Dame is really good at evaluating guys. That is a program strength and a big one. When you're at Notre Dame and you're going to have certain challenges in recruiting that are never going to go away, things like, having to be able to read to get in, going to class, test scores, credit transfers, all of that. When you have some of those unique challenges in recruiting that we're always going to have, you got to be really good at evaluating to make up some slack there. And Notre Dame's been able to find a lot of guys either before they blow up in recruiting and they're on them earlier than most people, or also finding some chronically underrated guys that are 3 stars. You bring them in, they play great for Notre Dame. That is a program strength and a big deal. It's a big deal. Really good at evaluations. Now, let's keep it rolling. Hold on to these guys. Keep it rolling. This new recruiting operation, they don't shy away from talking business. I hope that directness continues to make a difference in maybe holding and attracting some of these guys at a higher level. Great news heading into blue and gold. Can you keep it rolling? Land some of these guys thought of this way on the offensive side of the ball. And the final question, are you going to be able to hold on to these guys late in the class? It's going to be very, very interesting to see a fuller picture of how this recruiting operation does. I like hearing there are clear differences between the Chad regime and now. That shift and recalibration was needed, and now you just need really good results. See you all at the blue and gold game. Don't forget to check out the merchandise. The link is in the description. You can browse and carouse all the different Always Irish gear. Make sure you head over there and get something for the next tailgate. Thanks for being here.